extreme supplements for extreme athletes, available at GNC stores nationwide. Anthony Perosh, 3 years the elder of the Hungarian Christian Wellisch, and as I mentioned, skill set and size is pretty much identical the rest of the way down.
And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Herb Dean.
Herb Dean is our referee. We are set for a heavyweight matchup here tonight from the MGM Grand Garden Arena. Christian Wellisch against Anthony Perosh.
You ready to fight? You ready? Come on, let's do it.
And here we go. Elvis Sinisic told me last night that Perosh has been working diligently on his striking, kicks included, and as you know, Sinisic has outstanding kicks.
Yes, he does. Nice leg kick by Perosh right there.
Wellisch working with the American Kickboxing Academy, you know as well, working his striking.
Another nice leg kick by Perosh. Yeah, American Kickboxing Academy is about as complete a gym as you can ask for. Another one by Perosh.
Yep, he is really coming forward with that right kick. And goes for the shoot for the leg.
He's got the single pressed up against the fence.
Both men, as you mentioned, as they walked in, Joe, very comfortable with their ground games.
Yeah,
Wellisch tough to take down here.
Yeah, he is tough to take down. He's doing a good job there of avoiding this. But Perosh gets him. And back up to his feet.
Don't grab the fence.
And now Perosh trying to work.
Wellisch trying to take the back. Good knee.
Wellisch avoiding the early takedown attempt of the Hippo, Anthony Perosh.
As we said before, both of these guys have gotten over their octagon jitters. Their second appearance in the octagon always gives you a much better analysis or a much better version of their skills.
And admitting that was Christian Wellisch. I mean, he came right out and said what you said. He said, hey, octagon jitters for certain when I took on Czech Congo. And both those fights lasted about the same time, unfortunately in defeat. So Perosh and Wellisch come back, I think, more mentally strong, undoubtedly, here in this second opportunity.
Yeah, I think another thing that's happening is that this octagon,
wow,
he's
good
opening up right
combinations by Wellisch.
Perosh is in trouble.
He caught him.
He drops down.
Perosh wants no more of striking right now. Good combinations. Wellisch really went right, left, right, left, right, left, and continued to throw an onslaught on Anthony Perosh.
Now he's trying to transition to Perosh's back. Good knee in the transition. Some blood coming out of Perosh's nose here.
And another thing to note, travel was difficult for Anthony Perosh from Australia because of the holidays, because of coming all the way across the world, basically. It'll be interesting to keep an eye on the cardio of Anthony Perosh. He said he felt great, but you never know once you get in there and you say, wow, maybe my body hasn't adjusted to North America now.
Yeah, that's a tremendous flight. I think it's 13 or 14 hours or something like that.
13 or 14 to Japan and then another 9 here. So basically a 24-hour trip for Perosh, who's getting tagged quite often here in round one. And Wellisch showing some pretty good hands.
Yeah, Perosh looks wobbly already.
And Joey said right as the fight started, maybe it's the guy who brings that X factor in, a new ability to strike, who has an advantage, and so far Wellisch has the better X factor in this fight.
Yeah, I believe definitely Wellisch. So,
good
Perosh
takedown by Anthony Perosh.
And good standing up. Good job standing up by Wellisch. Blowing a lot of energy here, these guys.
Absolutely. Fight scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds and an E.
Perosh looks a little more stable on his feet here. Right when I said that, he gets hit with another shot.
Leading with the right and then countering with the left. So it's right-left quite often here for Christian Wellisch. And now he goes traditional. Anthony Perosh hasn't really utilized the hands here. It's been the kicks, isn't it? There's a good jab, right as I mentioned.
He's very stiff with his hands.
He's very wobbly again, though. He was just thrown aside by Wellisch. Yeah, he doesn't look natural with his striking, does he?
No, Wellisch takes him down. There we go.
Side control. Christian Wellisch, plenty of time to work here in round number 1. Good first round for the Hungarian Nightmare.
Perosh wicks his way back to his feet and eats a knee. Oh, big right hand.
And Perosh is in big trouble.
Herb Dean looking at him very closely.
Wellisch trying to finish the fight here in round 1.
Perosh is taking some shots.
Continuing to be punished.
He's still got his wits about him, though. He's hanging in there.
Wellisch still has side control. It's almost as if Wellisch could have kept up that pace. He could have finished the fight right there.
Well, you know what? Perosh is a pretty seasoned guy. He's had a lot of mixed martial arts bouts. He's used to being in bad situations.
And he's in one now.
He is in one now, for sure. But look here. He's got his wits about him. He grabs a hold of his hands and uses his feet to push his hips back.
Oh, almost caught him with an up kick. In fact, he did eat a bit of an up kick there, Christian Wellisch.
Christian Wellisch passes here. He's in side control again. And Perosh just taking some punches here, even though these aren't as devastating as the ones before.
More importantly, Perosh is going to make it to the second round.
Yes.
And he does.
Big round. Big round
for Christian Wellisch.
Let's take a look at some of the action from that first round. Perosh very bloody here. Christian Wellisch landing some good punches here. Just Anthony Perosh basically just backing straight up and eating shots. Here's a nice knee by Christian Wellisch. And some very good punches afterwards. The right hand drops him and very close to stopping the fight right there.
Bam! A left and a right, both connected.
Yeah, Anthony Perosh is in a lot of trouble that round. Let's see if he can compose himself in between rounds, and hopefully his conditioning will take over and he'll have some gas for the second round.
Perosh has been competing in martial arts for 12 years. Started to compete and train in mixed martial arts, received his black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu just a couple of years ago. But he was beaten up pretty well in round number 1 by the Hungarian nightmare, Christian Wellisch.
Yeah, and the problem is that's going to take a toll on him coming into this second round. Even though, you know, this is a fresh round, he's not a fresh man. He took some serious punishment that round, and Christian Wellisch took almost none.
If you're Wellisch, you continue to throw the combinations here.
Oh, but he's getting... Oh, he got
down goes Wellisch!
Wow, what a turnaround. Big right hand by Perosh.
And now Wellisch is in trouble. Perosh caught him. Perosh trying to finish.
Wellisch is still in deep, deep trouble.
What a turnabout here at the start of round 2.
Perosh is unloading here.
Wellisch in big trouble.
Wellisch still has not recovered. He ate another big right hand. That one to the temple.
And now it is Anthony Perosh looking for the victory.
He has got to get out of the situation. Good takedown by Perosh. He's got one hook. He's got the over-under, trying to get the hooks in.
We have ourselves a brand new fight.
Wow, what a turnaround. Perosh looks like Wellisch looks like he's got his head about him now. Perosh spins to the back.
He's got a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt on his back, though.
Yeah, Wellisch is doing a really good job avoiding the hooks, though. Very, very good defense here.
And as it was for Anthony Perosh, it seems like Wellisch has now weathered a huge storm.
Yes, he has, but we haven't seen him get to his feet. I want to see what he looks like when he's standing up and he has to use his balance. He got hurt badly.
Perosh just rocked him.
Wellisch is doing a good job of holding this turtle position and not allowing Perosh to get the hooks in, not allowing him to get a deep over-under.
Don't hit the back of the head. That's the last warning.
Herb Dean's warning him, though. He's not doing anything. Now he's going to try to stay. He's going to get suplexed. Wellisch is going to try to roll here for a leg, it looks like.
And down he goes again.
Down he goes. It looks like Perosh again tries for the hooks.
And Wellisch was in no hurry to stand up because he knew that he was just going to head right back down, didn't he?
All right, Perosh's got one hook.
Yep.
No, good job by Wellisch. Very good defense for the rear naked choke.
This goes back a little bit on the ground to the chess matches that we used to talk about earlier.
Yeah, that was definitely a series of moves and counter moves right there. I mean, that's all technique.
It seemed like Wellisch was doing nothing, but really what he was doing was waiting patiently for an opportunity to try to improve his position.
Yeah, all technique and understanding the position. I mean, his grasp of the back is very good. Anthony Perosh knows exactly what he wants to do here. He wants to land some punches, open up a gap, and then get the hooks in and try to finish off with a choke. But every time he does, Wellisch is very aware of it, controls it, gets out of there. He's just lucky that Anthony Perosh isn't a big puncher and that he's so gassed right here because he's eating some shots.
And that being said, Joe, is that why it appears Perosh is so methodical about trying to improve his position?
Well, you know what? He knows right now that Wellisch is very tricky. He knows that he's not going to be able to just get the hooks in on him quick. Wellisch rolls very well, is very good at keeping his turtle position. Crowd's reacting to it now, kind of booing. See, as soon as he goes back, boom, swings over. Now he's on
nice
top.
Job, yeah.
Very nice. Christian Wellisch, you know, I talked to Mike Mike Swick about him. He said Christian Wellisch taps everyone over at AKA. He says he's got an excellent ground game. And we're seeing that definitely from the defensive point of view, and right there from that beautiful reversal.
And again, this is a highly decorated Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt in Anthony Perosh, who had the back of Christian Wellisch.
Yeah, that's that's not an average person taking you back there. It's just Wellisch is very good.
All this being said, Wellisch won round number 1. And so far, Perosh has won round number 2, but there's some time right here for Christian Wellisch to score some points.
Yeah, there's a minute left, and Anthony
including
Perosh,
time for him to finish a fight.
Yeah, he gave a lot of energy, put out a lot of energy in trying to finish the fight there. Landed a great shot, had Wellisch in some deep trouble, had his back, but never capitalized on it, but did blow off a lot of steam. But you know what? Wellisch blew off a lot of steam defending it, too. You can see his mouth is wide open here. He's breathing very heavily.
Perosh threw an up kick in round 1, and you can see Wellisch was really cautious before he went in to try to throw a hammer down here in round 2. Threw the legs aside, did get a bit of a shot in, but wasn't in a huge hurry. Now they're going to stand him up.
Interesting point about Wellisch, too. He's actually a full-time law student. And, he's looking to make money in fighting to actually pay for his law school.
Now I just hope to make enough to pay for law school, which he goes to at McGeorge School of Law. Somebody trying to lay down the law here with the right. 30 seconds remains in round 2, and Wellisch comes forward.
Wellisch might have hurt his foot. There was something about the way he got up where he was wincing and he pulled his toe back. Look at his left foot. It might be injured here. It doesn't look like he's balancing on it well. I think he hurt his left foot.
It's almost like he's putting the weight on the heel now.
Yeah, I think he hurt his big toe.
10 seconds remains in round number 2.
He winced when he got up, and there was something about the way he was placing his balance on it. I'd like to hear what he says to his corner in between rounds. Let's see how he walks here.
Yeah. Christian, sit down, baby.
Christian, you're one-on-one on the round.
Doctors come in, talk to Christian Wellisch.
You're one-on-one on the round. You need this third round. You need this third round.
Hey, focus, look at me.
All right, let's take a look at some of the action.
You need this round.
Big right hand here by Anthony Perosh.
Take this round.
Just when it looked like Anthony Perosh was out of the fight, bang! Lands a beautiful right hand on Christian Wellisch. Has Wellisch in some deep trouble. Now let's take a look at when Christian Wellisch stepped up here. I think he hurt his foot. Because if you see, he reaches for his toe, and he looks like he's in some serious pain, and it didn't look like he was placing any weight on that for the rest of that round. Let's see how he's able to stand and move in this next coming round.
So he can't kick with the left. Well, he can try, but it's going to be difficult. It's going to be painful. Bracing on it when he comes forward, either to throw a punch, either to go for a takedown. All that's going to be much more difficult without the balance, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm looking at it over here because he's very close to us near the octagon, and there's something wrong with his foot for sure. He's pulling his big toe up on his left foot. He's not placing any weight on it. And that's got to affect his balance and definitely affect his movement.
Going to affect the snap that comes through with coming forward with punches.
Yeah. You can see it. He's wobbling as he's moving forward.
Now, if you're Perosh, how do you counter?
Well, I don't think Perosh is probably aware of it, so, he's not really sure. It's too bad his corner hasn't seen that, though.
Elvis Sinisek, the king of rock and rumble, his partner, training partner in the gyms back home in Australia. Good combination again by Christian Wellisch.
Yeah, Perosh's face is a mess.
Hasn't been a single jab. It's been a 1-2 most of the time, all night long from Christian Wellisch, and he's connected on frequent occasion, especially in the first round and now here early in the third.
Perosh keeps pushing it, though. He keeps pushing.
It's a close fight right now.
Yeah, someone can win this fight in this round for sure.
Now remember in round one, Perosh had those really good kicks. We haven't seen him throw many kicks since that point.
That's a very good point. I wonder why that is. Sometimes guys just get caught up in one aspect of the game and they just start trying to trade hands. You know, you hit me, I hit you, and he did get some success with his punches where he had Wellisch in some deep trouble. But this is the perfect time with that hurt foot to work those legs. He's not going to be able to pull that foot back.
Especially it's that big meaty left leg that's standing out there waiting to be kicked.
Yeah, it's going to affect his sprawl too.
Sinisek calling for some knees from Perosh. But both men are gassed.
Let's work.
They're holding hands.
Let's work. Work, guys. Come
Audience
on.
didn't like that.
They did not like that.
You know, it's people scream for action, but there is action going on here. It's just these guys are very evenly matched. It's very close. When you got two guys with very similar skill sets and they're evenly matched like this, a lot of times they neutralize each other.
And from size to age to skill set, as we said right as they entered, these guys are somewhat clones of each other. Coming forward again, Anthony Perosh. Perosh throws one, Wellisch throws 5.
Perosh looks like a monster here. His face is just a mess of swelling and blood.
Wellisch actually doesn't really look that bad. He took that one big shot in the second. Continues to push forward, but yeah, just a looping left.
In comparison, he doesn't look that bad.
Yeah, absolutely, good point.
Yeah, Perosh is just a mask of red right here. His nose is pouring blood out of the bridge of his nose. One of those last punches must have opened up a nasty cut.
2 minutes, 5 seconds remains in the third and final round. Oh, caught it with a right. Straight right.
Wellisch is still having a problem moving. There is a leg kick.
First leg kick we've really seen since round number 1.
Good right hand by Perosh.
Don't grab the short.
90 seconds remains.
Let's work, guys. Let's work. I'm gonna break it off the fence. We need to work. Work.
Very uneventful here. Both these guys are exhausted. Both these guys are taking some big punishment. And Anthony Perosh is looking to summon up enough energy for one last attempt to take him down.
Stop.
Herb Dean will stand them up. 60 seconds. And truly at this point, one man can win this fight in the next 60 seconds.
Yeah, Perosh looked up at the clock and he knows there's only a minute left. Let's see if he tries something big.
Wellisch is the aggressor early, Joe. Wellisch continues to be the aggressor. And again, it's combination after combination. 1, 2.
Come on, fight back.
Overhand right, let's go.
You know, it's the way Perosh is just standing in front of him. It's like he's taking these shots, keeping his hands up and just waiting to get his turn in. It's not the most artful display of boxing technique. Oh, good left hand.
Yep, caught him with the left.
But a big display of
with the
heart.
right. Now a straight right.
Yeah, I mean, Perosh, you cannot question this guy's heart. He keeps pushing forward. He's taking some big shots.
10 seconds remains.
Good left hook, right hand.
Perosh tried to come over the top. Once and twice. They're swinging to the absolute finish.
Wow.
And we will go to the judges' scorecards.
Wow, what a bloody mess.
Well, will it be a first win in the Ultimate Fighting Championship for that man, Christian Wellisch? Or will the decision go to the hippo from Sydney, Australia, Anthony Perosh? Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. Lester Griffin scores the bout 29-28. Jeff Mullen scores it 29-27. And Marcos Rosales scores it 29-28 for the winner by unanimous decision, Christian, the Hungarian Nightmare